I think I made a mistake of like thinking that he would be back for week 3 and 4, but complications occurred. Um, and that's life, that happens. And so now it's more so let's just make it more ambiguous because it actually hurts us even more. Like we're expecting and we're like, okay, he's gonna be back, but oh crap, something else occurred. Um, but like when he's ready, he'll be back.
Hey everyone, Stage here. I'm here with G2's JoshRT after finishing the regular season 4-1. Holy wow. A very wild split for you, but still somehow you're doing pretty well in the regular season despite everything. What are your thoughts on just the entire stage? Because I imagine this had to be one of the most stressful ones for you.
Um, I mean, it's stressful outside of the game because the roster instability. Obviously, we want Leaf to be part of the team in those games, and we were actually expecting to have him early on. I was actually looking for like the Furia game for me to get him back, but we adapt, we move on with like we just accept the reality for what it is, and I think there's no stress within the game actually because we're trying to make the environment like in a way that's like kind of more carefree. Obviously, we're very focused and we're all like trying to win the game, but it's purposefully like joyful. And I'm seeing it on the boys' faces. It looks fun, and they're really, really focused. I like it.
Yeah, I want to ask about that because despite everything like outside of the server, it's still been a 4-1 split where one you lock in playoffs, so then you can at least still fight for that higher seeding. But then you also are in a position where second seed after everything, which is awesome. I want to ask primarily about this structure. What do you feel like is the base of how you're able to just slot people in like baby base so that it doesn't feel like there's this major thing, the major player missing?
It's a system of like how I built the team, but also like there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of people that support the team. Now that I've got two coaches, and now the other four players, like they know how this team is run, so it's like very easy and seamless to slot in a fifth player. And it could have been like Andre has his good qualities, but like, it honestly could have been anyone like that, and that's the point. I think that's like a very like I got inspiration from like the Patriots, basically, like the Belichick system of just you got to be able to slot in anybody and try to find value in any player in that position. So yeah, I mean it's also setting the expectations. Like hey, let's be real, Bay is not as good as Leaf skill component, and we worked a lot with Leaf to make it the top team that we are. But let's like help Baby Bay, and also let's step up individually in these aspects and how to sit down with all the guys and just like here's what you got to work on and here's how you can get to the next level, even more so because like we even need it now, and that's good pressure on us, and whether Leaf comes back or not, or we have to continue playing with Baby Bay, the progress is there, and that's the whole point. Like everybody just wants to get better, and that's the culture of this team.
It's fine if you can't answer it, but what's the likelihood that we'd see Leaf in playoffs?
Can't say anything confidently. Yeah.
I understand that. Sorry, I'm gonna have to follow up with like, is champs at least likely? Will we see Leaf?
Again, I won't set any expectations. It's gonna be. I think I made a mistake of like thinking that he would be back for week 3 and 4, but complications occurred. And that's life, that happens. And so now it's more so let's just make it more ambiguous because it actually hurts us even more. Like we're expecting and we're like, okay, he's gonna be back, but oh crap, something else occurred. But like when he's ready, he'll be back.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I want to actually hop back on this Bill Belichick system. How did you take that system and then fine tailor it for Baby Bay specifically? What were some of the tweaks that you made for him? Was it primarily just adjusting and being honest and saying he's not this like a mechanical player that Leaf is, and then just thinking we'll play more into the aspect of how he's got an amazing comms and amazing vibes? What were the subtle changes that you made just to make it that system almost tailor made for Andre?
I just want to clarify. It's not like hit like Belichick's. Like I just got inspiration.
Yeah.
I just try to find inspiration from like sports or like anything in So for my coaching, but yeah, the main idea is just making sure that the job is simplified, that they're able to do their job and execute it really well, and that's a lot onto the coaches to make it very simple, and teachable, um, and and like recognizing like what the strengths and weaknesses are for each player. And if we're losing a little bit of firepower, going from Leaf to Baby Bay, but we up in whatever category of or characteristic of the player, then we just lean into that strength and try to hide the weaknesses. That's just how it goes. And yeah, that's about like any team, honestly.
Just got a couple more questions for you. So I just wanted to ask about playoffs moving forward. What's the game plan for that? Your first opponent, I believe, will be 100 Thieves. So how do you go about that match? And then immediately after, you're just going to be playing multiple different matches, doing a bunch of anti-stratting.
I mean, like we're familiar with the tournament process. Once it gets playoffs, it's like tournament mode. You don't have that many days to prep for each opponent. You just have to do the best you can and go with like what you prepared for the past 5 weeks, right? We feel optimistic about our map pool. I think we can play any map, and we'll see what happens. I mean, we're very familiar with 100 Thieves. We practiced against them early in this season, and we've also faced them in very big matches. So it's gonna be fun.
And then final question, just how are you doing? 2025 has been, it's been like your busiest year. Bangkok, EWC, Toronto. I went out of order. Then you're going to Paris. Like how's just Josh, like not just the coach, but like you as a person doing this year? Do you feel like you're so like tunnel vision? You're like, I'm gonna do big things. I'm gonna do amazing things. Like where are you at in that state?
I always like every once in a while sit back and think like, damn, this is kind of amazing that I get to have a job like this.
Yeah.
And also I feel very grateful that I have players that bought in, an organization that's also bought into the vision that like I'm setting out for the team, and that we're enjoying competitive success so far. We still haven't reached our highest goals yet, but it's within reach, and we feel like it's attainable even with the setbacks that we got. As far as myself, like I'm doing all right. I can't complain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like it's my job to just make sure I steady the ship, however hard it rocks, and whatever like problems we face. And there's always problems, man. There's always fires to put out. And this job is almost like 24/7. I feel like I'm so emotionally spent at the end of every day. It's weird trying to manage all that, and but like I'm just thankful that like this is the job I got.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, Josh. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right. So